Hi, it's Bronwyn. I want to talk to you today about Pluto going direct in Capricorn. It really is the last hurrah for Pluto in Capricorn, and it's been there for the last 16 years. So it's a pretty momentous period for us. Now, Pluto retrograde finishes and goes direct in Capricorn on the 12th of October. And this will be at 29 degrees of Capricorn, and it will stay in Capricorn until it moves into Aquarius on November 2024. This means that the next 5 and a bit weeks will be the last time that Pluto is in Capricorn until 2255. So we will never see this again. And the thing to know about Pluto is that it is the planet of death and transformation, of big, deep psychological changes, and anything that we bury deep and we do not want to examine, Pluto will bring it up for us. It's often a letting go so that we can move forward. And the thing with Pluto, it's not often a sudden change, but it's something you'll feel coming. You'll feel encouraged, and so long as you do the work and listen to those urges, it's not awful. I mean, not all of it is awful, and what you'll find at the end will be totally transformational. Now, Capricorn, it's in Capricorn. So Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, and Saturn rules things such as structure, career, legacy, rules, going about things the right way, and conformity. But also, reward for hard work. You'll get the pearl, after the irritation in the oyster sort of thing when it comes to Saturn. So think back to what was happening for you in 2008 and what has changed since then. Of course, knowing where Capricorn sits in your natal chart will help you make sense of the impact of Pluto in Capricorn for you. But it's definitely something that would have changed the structure of how you do or approach things, because that's very much a Capricornian thing. Now, Pluto is a what we call a generational planet, and that's because it stays for so long in a sign. I think out of all the planets, it's the one out of all the planets that will stay the longest in a sign. 20, 30 years it can stay in a sign. It's been for 16 years in Capricorn, which is probably one of the shorter ones, really. And because it is a generational planet, you'll have some children that are born during the last 16 years, or those kids have been born with Pluto in Capricorn, and that gives their generation a certain flavour. And the one before was Pluto in Sagittarius, and you can have a look on your chart to see which generation of Pluto that you were born in, and to understand more about what that flavour is. But more globally, the impact of Capricorn in Pluto has played out. Generational planets tend to play out more so on a collective basis. So it will definitely play out on a global basis as well. And sitting in Capricorn, it's played out themes such as the death or transformation to structures. Think of the patriarchy. That's had a real struggle and a real turnaround. Look at themes like the Me Too campaign, and it's really transformed the way we think and the way we do things. Also, the threat to hierarchical top-down order, which has worked so well for the patriarchy and for society for a certain while, and now it's not any longer. People are not just accepting what they're told, they're questioning and digging deeper. COVID happened, during this period. And whilst that was awful, awful, awful for so many people, it had us all retreating. And afterwards, there was deep-rooted change in what people will accept in the workplace, what people will accept from government. There's not that blind acceptance anymore. And I truly think, excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. I've got a really dry mouth. I really believe that, Pluto in Capricorn has caused those changes. Now, Pluto is moving into Aquarius next, and that's the sign of revolution for the good of humanity. And as Pluto makes its way through Aquarius for the next 20 years, we'll see the impact of how Pluto in Capricorn has set the scene for that revolution to take place. You can almost feel it. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which rules things like technology, revolution, as I said, and change and sudden change. So expect a lot, but for the good of humanity. And I actually feel really positive about the changes that will come with Pluto in Aquarius. But back to an individual level, let's look at what Pluto going direct for the next 5+ weeks will look like for each sign. And you can listen to these for your sun sign or for your rising sign, for both. And it really is the last time for you to ensure you've made those structural changes that you've been encouraged to make during the last 16 years. And if you haven't, or there's some things that you still need to let go of, then you may feel an urge to do so. Alrighty, I'll also pull a tarot card for each sign as well as I go, just to give a bit more personalised theme to what's coming up. I'm using the Illuminati deck for that. So Aries, Pluto has been transforming your career and how you are viewed by the world. And you've probably had a huge transformation in your career during the last 16 years. Perhaps you've changed to a new industry, or you've moved to from corporate life to self-employment, or just the way you approach and think about your career and your legacy has really been shaken and changed up. And because Pluto is the planet of death and transformation, there's a part of your old life that you needed to leave behind. But you'll be so much happier for that. And the next 5+ weeks will be the final chance for you to work on finessing, any of those major changes, Aries. So if there's something that you still need to do, or maybe something you still need to let go of, then go do it. Go do it now. And then the tarot card for you is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, look, as a result of this period and what you're moving into, you're sitting very much in your power, very sure, as you move into Pluto in Aquarius. And there's definitely some money around you, Aries. There's money coming to you. It might even be in this next 5 and a bit weeks, or abundance of some sort or another. So that's really exciting. So Taurus, Pluto in Capricorn has been a time when you've been questioning your beliefs and your personal philosophy, and things that gave you purpose in 2008, they don't really, or they do no longer. In fact, there's probably been a complete turnaround in your approach to life altogether between then and now. And the next 5 weeks may bring up an opportunity to embed your new understanding of life itself almost for you. So don't ignore that. And the card I've got for you is the Hierophant. And this really is about the faith that you have in your new approach to life. Perhaps you may have even changed religions during this time, or left a religion, or started a new spirituality. Whatever it is, it's definitely something to do around faith, and stay strong to that faith. And you do feel strong to it. I can feel that. So that's really good. Now, Gemini, the Pluto transit in Capricorn has been more transformational for you than any other sign, I feel. And it's probably been really tough at times as you've had to dive deep into your inner psyche and understand your true and authentic self. If there's been any shackles of inauthenticity, or if there are any shackles of inauthenticity that are still holding you back, Gemini, then the next 5 and a bit weeks is the opportunity for you to finally shake those off. It's been a really transformational period for you, Gemini. Now, I'm struggling with these cards here. I'm not sure why. Hang on a moment. Let me just sort those through. It's like everything wants to come out for you, Gemini. I'm just going to do okay, we've got one in there that's up above. 7 of Pentacles. Alrighty. So, Gemini, for you, I feel there is still something hidden, something that you still need to pull up and examine. So I would definitely be going around that for the next 5.5 weeks if I were you. It's not horrible, and it's going to be okay. You just need to pull it up and examine it. Okay. Alrighty. So next we have Cancer. Cancer, relationships have been transformational for you. You've had to let go of something to be able to find yourself, and that letting go may have been a heartbreak, like a divorce, or it may have been owning up to some home truths about yourself in a relationship that you don't particularly like. But the result has been the result is someone, or you may already have you're ready for a new relationship, or you've stepped into a new relationship where it's okay to be you, where you feel safe to be your true authentic self. So, keep up that good work, Cancer, for this next little while, as you may face something to give you pause in the next 5 weeks as Pluto makes its last hurrah. And we have the Chariot for you. So this is someone who's really confident in the path that they've set themselves, specifically relationship-wise. So stick to the course. Stick to the course. Good work, Cancer. I'm really sorry. I'm so thirsty. I've got a little touch of a cold, and it's making my mouth very dry. So, Leo, the regal lion has had to face up to some home truths about their approach to work and their daily routine. And it may have been something to do with your health, but whatever it was, that journey has you sitting in a place now stronger and more courageous than ever, as you realise that you're not indestructible, and honour and care for self and others. Again, watch for a test to this realisation in the next month or so. And the card I have for you, Leo, is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords to me really is like a Pluto card, because it really is the letting go of something and moving on. And I feel there may be a challenge or an opportunity for you to do that in the next 5 weeks. It's good. So Virgo, for you, it's been all about the kids. So life hasn't quite turned out how you imagined it when it comes to your children. You've probably faced some challenges, or you've watched your children face some challenges that have been difficult and transformational. And this period is almost at an end. So hold on to the strengths and the learnings that have come your way as a result. For those without children, you may have struggled with being seen, or with being appreciated, or focused on. It's almost like you felt like you were being overlooked, but you've managed to push through that and let go of the people around you that made you feel that way. So Virgo, let's see what card we've got for you. And it's the Ace of Wands. So this is really nice. This is like new beginnings, new starts. And I'm so sorry with my phone. I'll just turn that down. Turn the sound off there. New, turn the sound off there. New, um, turn the sound off there. New, 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 turn the sound off there. new beginnings, and it's a new opportunity that might walk in the door in the next 5 weeks as well. It's a really, really lovely card for you, Virgo. Alrighty, so Libra. Libra, for you, what happens behind closed doors has been a focus for you. So perhaps something you like to keep hidden from the world has been exposed during this period, and it's caused you to reassess what you really need to feel safe and secure in your own space. It shook you up. And again, it's not been particularly easy, an easy Pluto transit for the scales. However, you should now be feeling very certain about what you need to feel at home in your space. And if there's anything else that you need to let go of, now is the time to do that. And for you, Libra, we have the King of Swords. So you really have that clarity now. This is just reinforcing that you've got that clarity. You're feeling quite powerful and at home in your space, and nothing should threaten that again. So that's a really great card for you, Libra. Scorpio, the way you communicate, listen, and be heard has been a huge focus for your Pluto transit for Scorpio through Scorpio. For you, Scorpio. Scorpions may have found themselves misunderstood, or perhaps they've spoken too loud about their opinions, or maybe even said something that they deeply regret that was really hurtful to someone they care about. And that could have set off, some events. May have ended a relationship. That there's something there that has been caused around communication for you. However it played out for you, though, it has had you reassessing how you show up for others and how you communicate and what you share. And that's been really transformational and positive for you. And the card we've got for you is the Nine of Cups. So that's the wish card. So I feel this this transit has caused a really nice transformation for you, Scorpio. So lovely that wish card. For the next 5 weeks, you've got the power to bring in what you need. So that's lovely. Sag, let's move to you, Sagittarius. For you, this transit has probably played out affecting money, or even how secure you feel in the world, because money brings security, right? In fact, it's probably been extremely unsettling for you, having you questioning the value of your possessions in life. And this period has changed your relationship with possessions, and particularly with money. However, the transformation will set you up now going forward. So it's something that needed to happen. It's something that you signed up for, and you now have a new value for the possessions and the money, a new relationship with money. And the card we have for you is the Four of Swords. So look, you can really take the time to reflect on those learnings that you've had over the last 16 years would be useful for you for the next 5 weeks or so. And know that this period is over and things will start to turn for you there. So that's nice for you, Sag. I'm going to need another drink, I'm sorry. Capricorn, I'm coming for you. So Capricorn, the somewhat stern energy of the Pluto in your sign would not have felt totally unfamiliar for you because it is in Capricorn. But that doesn't make it any easier. So the period of 2008 to now would have had you totally transforming the way you look, the way you present yourself, and the way you feel about yourself. So this may have been a painful time for you at times. However, the result is an acceptance of that beautiful goat that you are and a nonchalance of what other people think of you. But just watch for a little niggle in the coming few weeks that might test you, Capricorn. So let's see what tarot has got to say to you. And it's the moon. It's the moon. So, yeah, I do think there might be a little test for you, Capricorn, in the coming weeks, where you might start to feel a bit of a nudge to your self-confidence, all right? But just reflect back to all the learnings that you've had over the last few years and dig into that and know that you're perfect exactly the way you are. So, Aquarius, Pluto would have had you facing a side of your own being that you kept well hidden, even from yourself. So again, this would have been one of the more painful Pluto transformations and could have looked like you even question your own sanity at times. But the result would be a transformation of acceptance of all sides of the wonderful soul that you are, an ability in helping others accept themselves too. It has been the real treasure that's come out of this transformation for you, Aquarius. So let's have a look at what Tarot's got to say. And it's the Prince of Cups. So this is, I feel, you moving into a space of where you can help heal others' understanding of their connection to the divine. It's a really, really nice card for you, Aquarius. So Pisces, Pluto has been working on transforming your view of friends and groups that you aspire to be a part of, Pisces. And you may have found that your friendship groups, even close friends, have dropped off and new groups and friends have entered your life. Your values during this time have meant that you've learned that by letting go of those you thought you needed that you couldn't let go of has actually allowed you to step up to where you're meant to make a difference in this world. And that's particularly with groups that may be aligned to a cause that is close to your heart. So be sure to finally let go of any friends that may still be lingering from the old order. And the card I have for you is the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel there might be someone that you're still holding on to. And it may be someone that you're feeling, maybe you're holding on to them out of loyalty, but it's not someone for your greatest good. All right. And it's probably time to let them go. So if that's ringing familiar for you, Pisces, this is the time to do it in the next 5 weeks. Alrighty, look, I'm sorry for the little breaks there for drinks and stumbling over my words a little bit. I do have a little bit of a cold, but I hope you got something out of that and bring on Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, see you. Bye.